Yo, what's up, and welcome back. Yes, back to Angel's Reach. And today I wanted to talk about the fact that, well, first of all, hydrate or dihydrate, performative water bottle sip. Stay hydrated, but I wanted to talk about the fact that I was taking a walk the other day and I saw a woman, a blind woman. No, in all actuality, I wanted to talk about the movie Robot. So I've been watching a movie with my cousin every other weekend that he's here, and so it started with me just wanting to introduce him to like references and culture and stuff. The first movie we watched was Mean Girls. The second one we watched was I'm sorry, Mean Girls is such a funny movie. I'm thinking back on some scenes on it now. The first one was Mean Girls. The second movie we watched was The Hangover, also really funny. And then he wanted to continue the funny train. But it was October, so I was like, I'm sorry, dude, I want to watch a horror movie. But there was no good horror movies. I was like, oh, these are all lame. And so I was like, let's do The Lighthouse. And then I started watching it. His favorite movie, his favorite superhero is Batman. His favorite uh, movie, I think, is The Batman, and it's Robert Pattinson. I think it's the only Batman he's seen. And so I was like, he might like this movie. And 20 minutes into just fucking farting and standing around and looking at each other, and I'm going crazy. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? No, this movie isn't for me. And so I was like, fine, we'll watch a comedy. And so we decided to watch Robots because I remember watching it as a kid in the auditorium when we couldn't go out for recess because it was raining out and it's gloomy today. That's why I had to turn the lamp on. So Robots, if you don't know, is a 2005 animated movie by Blue Sky Studios. Blue Sky Studios famously made Ice Age, Rio. What's the last one? I'm forgetting the last one. Horton Hears a Who, the Doctor Seuss live action adaptation, not live action, animated adaptation movie or whatever. And so super dope studio. And the movie Robots, if you're unfamiliar, basically revolves around this one robot named Rodney Copperbottom who goes into the big city to uh, further his dreams of becoming an inventor, and the whole plot revolves around him essentially discovering that the city isn't really what he thought it was. The big guy who runs everything isn't really real, or no longer runs things, and he's been driven out, sort of, and lost motivation. There's just like a lot of stuff in here that this movie is densely packed. I'll say that much. I really recommend you go watch it because, like, especially in today's political climate, at least in the U.S. Specifically, I mean, in New York, we just got a new mayor. Shout out Mom Donnie. I know you guys saw that video from earlier. That's what helped push him to the prime, or not push him to the prime. That's what helped him get the win. But yeah, especially in today's political climate, I think this movie says a lot about the rich and the people that are up there, and people in positions of power and authoritative figures, things like that. I think it's just like a lot to consume, but it also has like a really great message about like uh, chasing your dream, because Rodney Copperbottom's whole character is wanting to be an inventor and help people out, and nothing makes him feel better than you know creating something or fixing something that helps somebody out. And you get a lot of that on top of, I mean, this is me projecting a little bit because I've been lacking inspiration and motivation a ton. I know I said something about walking on a treadmill or running on a treadmill for the past couple of years or something like that. But Big Weld losing inspiration and motivation to help people and stuff, and finding that in Rodney Copperbottom, and like finding that flame and passion again for like inventing and helping people out was just so, it was just so touching and moving. And you get that on top of Robin Williams. Oh my God, Robin Williams, I believe, is plays Fender, the like comedic foil to Rodney, and it's really really fun. Fender, I think it's Fender, but they call him Bender. I don't know. I'm confusing it with Futurama. That's Bender, but they make a joke in him being Bender or something like that. But that's really funny commentary. There's like a nice little love interest thing that happens. A little will they, won't they, and the villains are super iconic, and all the characters, honestly, in their own right, are super iconic. There's really cheesy, funny moments, and a lot of like adult jokes in there that are sprinkled in, especially for like mature audiences or even teenagers that catch funny jokes like that. Um, it's really really funny. But again, it just I really recommend rewatching it because it's so densely packed with a bunch of messages, a bunch of little things that you could miss, a ton of like one-liners that I was just like, wow, I can't believe that's in a 2005 animated kids movie. You know what I mean? Like, they just made like a poop joke like a couple of minutes ago with like oil or like a piss joke with oil, and now they're talking about like lacking inspiration and regretting your whole life if you didn't chase your dream. You know what I mean? It's so crazy to me, but like that's art, man. That's media. It doesn't matter how it's packaged or who consumes it. You know, it's art, and I think that's super beautiful. I really recommend you guys go rewatch it. You're gonna walk away with one message or another, and if not, like a really good laugh and movie to watch with the whole family. Honestly, it's fun for the whole family. It's not like too crude or anything like that, and it's honestly kind of wholesome in a lot of ways. So really, really go watch it if you haven't. Robots, 2005. I think oh my God, Obi-Wan is the voice actor for Rodney Copperbottom, and there's like I just checked the list of voice actors. It's completely stacked. I'm not gonna list them all, but it's completely stacked. So like I really recommend it. Everyone like absolutely killed it. The story was amazing. The animation wasn't really bad at all for 2005. I was watching it and I was like, this isn't bad. This could have came out in 2000 like honestly like 15, 16. And I would be at 16, 17, you know. Oh my God, I'm so washed. I'm on. Okay, I gotta go by. Okay, no, but really though, watch the movie. I really recommend watching it. But it holds up. It's really amazing, and I'll probably rewatch it sometime again next year. You know, it really is it's that sweet. You know, go watch it. Robots. I'll say it again. Robots. Robots. All right, bye.